Okay, we're live, but it's not showing anything on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're right. See, I'm getting all flustered for no reason. Welcome to Rick's Life as I See It. February 7th, 7 p.m. I haven't even started a new, spiel to start this show yet because I'm still, you know, testing the waters per se. So right now, the only person we have in the chat is Tactical Fud. That's it. Nobody else. That's kind of sad. Mr. Knives is here. Haven't seen him. Raphael's here. Although I must have been waiting for it to show up on YouTube. You know? So, welcome, guys, to my show here. I appreciate you coming in. I've had a very quiet day, to be honest with you. I ain't done much at all. And but when I spoke to you guys last time, I said I was going shooting the following day on the Thursday. Well, as it happened, it actually didn't happen Thursday. It happened Friday instead. I said I shot my box of 50 380s. It's coming back. You know, it's a perishable item, so it's at least I could hit target. And I mean, it was getting close to everyone being in the 6-inch, but there was some outside, but it's getting a hell of a lot better than what it was, because I was feeling kind of pretty sad there that if I got attacked, I would have been in trouble. But I'm confident now that I can hit the target if I'm attacked. So that's what counts. So there we are. And the weather's starting to warm up now. It's beautiful today. So I'm more likely to go shooting again this week. Maybe tomorrow or Friday. Over my friend's place. So there we go. If I can get into a habit of doing it every week, then things will be back to good. Anyway, let's see what happened. When I was over there, anyway, my friend took me to the usual hangout, Deb's Diner, and paid. We got there late, dead on 10:30, and I wasn't going to make him cook breakfast. Well, because they actually quit breakfast at 10:30, so I went ahead and had me a burger and some onion rings. My buddy picked up the tab for my birthday. So there we go. And, I had a couple of birthday cards. My kids wished me happy birthday. Even the ex-wife wished me happy birthday. So there we go. Did have some sad news, though. Monday, I don't talk about her much, but I do have a stepdaughter that that I raised from when she was about 3 until she got married and left home. I think she was around 19 when that happened, I think. Anyway, her husband, or my son, I guess stepson-in-law, whatever you want to call him, right? Passed away on Monday. He was only in his 50s, but he had. Well, the same thing, when I knew him in the Army, when I first met him over in Germany, that's where, he started dating my stepdaughter. I mean, he was about 6'2". I mean, he was like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he was a strapping lad, for lack of a better thing. But he got out of the military. He was a helicopter mechanic, so he got out of the military, and he actually worked, as a federal employee over in at Fort Hood. I can't remember the new name for it now, because They changed it because they went woke and all the names. But he was over at Fort Hood. But he developed diabetes, and he had it really bad. I mean, it got so bad he actually lost a leg, and his other leg was about ready to be taken off. Then 3-4 years ago, he had a heart attack, and he just went downhill from there, and he passed away on Monday. So there we go. Thought I'd just drop that bombshell on you guys, but besides that, a bit of sad news. Otherwise, life personally is treating me pretty good. I've made it to another year. So what more can you say? This year is going to be the year. So who we got? Who else has come in the room now? We got, said Mr. Knives. I said Raphael. The gun snob's in here now. Jacob S. So people are starting to drop in now. Anyway, let me introduce my panelist that I have at the moment. New York Outcast. How you doing?
Doing all right. Thanks for the invite as usual, and thanks for joining us, everybody out there in the crowd. So sorry to hear about your step-son-in-law. It's a crap deal.
Yeah.
I've known a few people that went down the same way, unexpectedly and pretty quickly, actually. The ones I'm referring to. Yeah, it's that sucks. Hopefully, your stepdaughter's doing okay and getting through the best she can under the circumstance.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to my ex-wife. Be honest with you, I hadn't been in contact with her. I mean, when we got divorced, it was like the stepdaughter divorced me at the same time type thing. You know what I mean? She didn't talk to me much.
Yeah.
I mean, I would send her, because her birthday is at the end of the month on the 28th. I mean, I always, even if it's only a text, I send her, happy birthday. I have done for years, but that's about the only contact we have, So, but I told the ex-wife, because it was my ex-wife though who actually informed me. I said I ain't got much, but if there's anything I can do, just let me know. That's about all I can do, really. Jason Stewart's in the house. So, we're well, sorry, somebody's texting me. I'm just wondering who in the hell was doing that. So, all right. I forgot where I was at now. Somebody texted me, threw me all out. My phone's off. It's silent, but I felt the vibration on my watch here, and of course I went to look see what it was, and it thought, damn. Anyway, let's ignore that and let's see if I can put that and move on from there. Yeah. So
I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
Any of your cards spark a good evening for your birthday by any chance?
Any of my what?
Any of your birthday cards spark a good evening for your birthday?
Any of my cards? You sent me one. Is that what you're on about?
Yeah. Did it help at all for the evening?
Yes. Your card was very well appreciated.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I didn't mention it because I wasn't sure if you wanted it mentioned that you sent me one.
I don't care. That's your business, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know.
Because
I'm just hoping, somebody else seen it too and maybe got some ideas. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I know what you mean. Put it this way. I waited all day. And it wasn't it was too late this afternoon that I got my happy birthday.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I tried.
She said, she said, damn, I thought it was. She said, I knew it was today, but for some reason, she said her mind went blank, to, a couple of hours ago, I said, that's all right. I'm too old for birthdays anyway.
No.
So, but I said another year went by. Anyway, how's the, how you still with doing the house duties and all that, taking care of the,
Now she actually got cleared today, so
okay.
she
All
could.
right. So you got her back up doing roofing and all that already?
Not to full capacity, but she can handle the normal stuff now.
Okay. All right.
So she can finally drive again. So that's nice too. So
yeah. Jason, it's my birthday today. I did mention it to you all last week, and I was expecting emails galore this morning when I woke up from all you people wishing me a happy birthday. And the only happy birthday I got from you all was New York Outcast. So he actually sent me a card.
You telling me they got showed up by a black New Yorker?
Yep.
Damn, things have gotten bad.
I know. Defense Dad's in the house. So, yeah. So, that is pretty sad, really. Nah, I appreciate it. I'll get a bunch of happy birthdays now in the chat. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. It does mean something to me, believe it or not. I try to act
more when you don't have to
act cool and nonchalant about it, but I'm glad people recognize it. Really, I guess. So.
If you live closer, I'd even come over and give you birthday spankings, bud.
Yeah. When I was down Deb's today, I said, "Well, Deb, where's my birthday cake?" And she goes, "Rick." I said, "Yes." She said, "Did I get you one last year?" I said, "No." She goes, "What in the fuck did you expect me to get you one this year for?" That's how she talks to people she knows.
Told her a cupcake wouldn't have hurt,
Yeah. So, you're making excuses now, Defense Dad. If Facebook doesn't remind me, I'm horrible about remembering birthdays. Yeah, I am too. And I'll tell you what, Facebook has got me out of a lot of jams. Wake up in the morning, it tells me somebody's birthday's today, and I went, oh shit. So, say happy birthday on Facebook covers everything.
I doubt he's worse about birthdays than I am. So, but we'll say you did point it out last show. That's how I knew.
Yeah. Jason Stewart said, because there is nothing happy about birthdays. Rob is the only mean one. Know your friends. Yeah, I said I don't really have a lot to talk about tonight, guys. I said I told you I went shooting last week. I'm hoping to go either tomorrow or Friday this week. I said even if it's just shooting, I don't know, 3 or 4 magazines of my 380. Long as I'm shooting it, that's the key. Is to keep the practice in. Oh, I've been looking up. My 380 laser that I lost, that been not mislaid. Because I bet you when I buy another one, that one will show up. Anyway, on iTarget, you get one when you buy the actual set. They send you one of whatever caliber that you specify. Any extras are $59.95 each. Right? I found a nice one on Amazon I mean, I found them cheaper, but there was a nice one come with extra batteries and all this and extra stuff to make, extra the little rubber seals on the end when it goes in, extra ones of those for $25. I thought, that's a hell of a better deal than $60. And it's you can get it in any calibers. So I put it in my basket on my in my Amazon cart. I pay for Amazon. I let it stop, but I keep it going because it's get the movies basically is what I got it for. Free ship. I mean, the reason I cancel it because the free shipping ain't worth a damn to me. But I've only ever got something here in 2 days once, and that's because it got shipped out of Kentucky. And I'm less than 50 miles from Kentucky, so that's the only reason I got it in 2 days. But otherwise, it can take up to 5 to 7 days for a 2-day shipping to me out here in the boonies. Even though FedEx and UPS drive down my road every day. Every day. As I told you once before, across the street, that house has a package, multiple packages, but at least one package a day from one of those outfits. Guaranteed. Every day of the week. And I've even had them deliver. I've seen them deliver over there on. I think it was either UPS or FedEx. One of them was running and working on a Sunday, and delivered over there. So, Amazon is going to start charging for returns now. That doesn't surprise me. To be honest with you. So the only reason I'm paying the fee is to get the. I mean, do they do the Amazon Prime movie thing only at a cheaper price than having to pay that? Was it $16 a month if you do it monthly?
I have no idea. I've honestly
So you think
never
about it,
personally ordered a thing from Amazon once.
Yeah.
Never.
Well,
So I can tell you.
So that's another thing. You get free shipping. They claim 2 days, but you do get free shipping. But you think about it, you got to spend minimum of $16 to cover what you just paid for that month for the privilege of not having free shipping. You're actually paying for free shipping. So I don't know. I mean, I use Amazon more. I don't use it a lot, but if I'm going to buy things online, I will check out Amazon. And sometimes you pay a little bit more for there, but I do it because if you do have issues, they normally take care of it. So, and it takes a while. Now I can't remember. I'll have to go back and figure it out again. But there is a way to do it to keep, because trying to find an actual physical phone number to call to talk to a live body is kind of difficult, but there is a way of doing it because what's his name explained it to me. Sean Connery, he knows how to. He's the one that explained it to me. You have to click on something about multiple times, but it finally comes up and gives you a phone number to call. Amazon is paying me good money right now, so I'm all about people using Amazon. That's it. I knew you were a shill, gun snob. You see that, Rob?
Yeah, it don't surprise me.
Yeah, gun snob's a shill for Amazon. As Defense Dad says, the gun shill. Yeah.
Well, I've always had good luck with eBay, so I don't know. I've never even had the need to go to Amazon,
No,
either eBay or direct from whatever company. So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
famous for wanting an item, or this. My mom will do this all the time. She'll send me something, a picture of something she wants or whatever, and it'll be like in a Wayfair magazine or some shit, and I'll punch it in and I'll find that for way cheaper. I keep explaining, like, all these people are middlemen. Like, you can get it, same product here in America, cheaper without dealing with a middleman. So I realize Amazon's pretty cheap and whatnot, but I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm set in my ways. It's always worked good for me. Even when I've gotten a problem, eBay's always taken care of it. And the one time they actually even made it better by sending me 2 pistons instead of one. Uh, got the wrong electrical breakers. They were sent back. They're not supposed to return electrical products. No problems. Got a full refund. Even the seller doesn't do returns, but eBay does. So I don't know. I just haven't had a need to switch over. And the part that like killed it for me in the beginning is you got to make an account. Like, I don't do the online accounts. I don't care if I'm getting stuff for free or whatever. Like, I just don't do them. So uh eBay you can check out as a guest. You never have to give them anything as
Yeah.
far as an
I
account's
used to use
concerned.
eBay all the
I don't
time.
know.
I don't
Yeah,
know why I
same
got
thing with
away from them.
the same thing with regular manufacturer. I mean, you don't have to sign into some club to get a bunch of shit mailed to you all the time and all this crap. You can just buy what you want and leave. I get the same policy with like Sam's Club, BJ's, all these types of places where you gotta pay 10, $15 to be a member, even though they want to give you 10, $15 in coupons. Like, I'm not spending money to come here and spend money. Like, you guys, honestly, you got it screwed up from the beginning, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, that's just me, and I'm one of them weird ones. But
Yeah. The gun snob. Yeah, well, I shill for them at 3 to 5K a month. Well, damn, I would shill for them too if I was getting that much from them. Sign me up. I'm there. I'll shill for them. I can be bought. I'll shill for anybody for the right price. Yeah. uh, yeah. Uh,
it's really
dude,
why.
Mr. Knife said if Amazon sold ammo. Yeah, well, Mr. Knives, your free ammo week or whatever it was is over now, wasn't it? The Ninth Circuit put a stay back on the you have to have background check to buy ammo. I tell you, that really sucks. That really does. So to me, it's just no. I mean, that besides being to me unconstitutional and everything else, to me that's a total waste of time. You know, what do they expect? What are they expecting? Gang members to go in the store and buy ammo? Without that's why they want to do background checks to stop them from buying it. You know.
I don't know. I think it's more about keeping track of who spends a lot, who's buying a lot. More
Yeah.
being intrusive in your personal life to see if they need to spend any extra time on you. Possibly. I'm just throwing guesses here, but that's really what I think it is. 'Cause, I mean, they threw the same thing up here, but just drive over the damn border and buy it. So, I don't see the point. Honestly, uh, part of my circuit as far as gun stores, like half of it's over the border anyway. So I'm really
Yeah.
not changing anything except saving a little gas on this side, if I wanted to, in a sense. So, uh, so I don't know. I think it's one of them things that sounds good, like they're doing something. Plus, I get to collect more information.
Yeah. Yeah. Kingpin's in the chat, and so is Gizzard Gary. So there you go. Yeah, I said I don't know why I stopped using eBay. There was a reason. It was I don't know what it was. There was some something they started doing, which I didn't, which rubbed me the wrong way, and I can't even. I mean, that's how big a problem it was. I can't even remember what it was now. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, but I don't buy as much as I used to from anybody anymore. You know, so you know. But I'm just saying it. But how did we? Oh, I was talking about the free shipping and all that, and paying for Amazon.
Yeah.
You know, but there you go. But I was working it out. Everything's gone up. Even all most of my streaming services, a lot of the prices went up. January when the new year rolled around, either a couple of bucks. I think the biggest increase, I think, was the Disney Channel. And why I got Disney, I don't know. I think it was because I was watching. I like watching the the Avenger movies, and and all them kind. Like I was watching before I came in here tonight. I was watching the old Incredible Hulk. What was it? 2007. It was made. When they had a different Bruce than that idiot they have now. You know. So, and it's the one where it was the one where the Abomination got created. So anyway, so I like watching that kind of stuff and get them all off of Disney. So actually, mind you, it got released today. I heard it didn't get very good reviews. Was that was it the Marvels, whatever, the Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel and somebody else in it or something? That got released on Disney today. But what I did find, what I like, I know it's far fetched, but I like what they can do now with special effects and everything else. Was released a couple of weeks ago on Paramount, was the latest Mission Impossible. That was a good. For the action and the effects, it was a good movie. Because it's a way, to me, watching those kind of movies. It's a way to get away from the world, if you know what I mean, and just enjoy a movie for the sake of watching a movie. So there we go.
Yeah, used to like a lot of the action movies and stuff, but seems like things have gotten to the point now where it's just you can't even, it's just so unbelievable in some of these that it's just I get so upset. I end up getting yelled at during the movie because I'm like, that's bullshit. That doesn't
Well,
happen.
see,
This is
that's what you got
crap.
to do.
Like,
That's why I like watching them, because I can let go of all that.
it hypes me up. It gets me going. Like, this is such bullshit. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't want to name a few movies, but basically, it just gets me going. So I like the ones that were, I don't know, more, what I would call the Jackie Chan style. And everybody can say, whatever, but I like what somebody could actually really do. Like, you may not be able to do it every time, but a person could actually do this versus a lot of these newer movies where it's just, you got to be the luckiest person in the world, and if you were that lucky, you wouldn't be there in that gunfight to begin with. I don't. I just don't get it in some of these, but I guess that's what sells. All that type of stuff. So, but I don't know. It's just it drives me nuts. So I haven't had cable in years.
Well, I don't either.
Bother.
I have fiber optic, and I subscribe to streaming channels. Yeah. Oh, Jacob S. Yeah, I know that Amazon. If you don't subscribe to Amazon, they will give you free shipping. It used to be you had to spend a minimum of $25 to get free shipping. Now they've increased it to $35. You know, but if you pay their $16 a month, then if you, I mean, it'd be pointless to buy something for $5 when you're paying them $16. So you got to buy something to make it worthwhile, in my opinion. You know, but I say, but as I said, the 2-day shipping, they've never. I said they've only ever got it here once in 2 days, and that's because it shipped out of Louisville, Kentucky, which I said is 50 miles from me. You know, so.
Yeah, in that aspect, I don't see any difference than possibly eBay, because I know, the way I do it. Not that I work for eBay or anything, but the way I do it, I always run in the filters like, US only and what is it? Free shipping. And so for free, I get free shipping, and it's not uncommon for something to be here in 2 days, 3 days. Once in a while it'll take 5, depends where it's coming from. But it's not, if Amazon isn't getting your package there in a day, or faster than at least 2 guaranteed, then I don't, unless you're
But
buying a whole lot. And even if you were buying a whole lot, you could still probably save $16 and get it in right around the same time.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I mean, I'm saying this, but I do know better. If you actually read the small print on Amazon where it says 2-day shipping, right? Which is true, they will do that, but and the small print is you place your order today, right? Well, today's when if you placed it this morning, to me, 2 days you should have it delivered by Friday. That's 2 days, correct? But Amazon, if you read the small print, they have 2 days to put the order together. So technically, it doesn't go out until Friday. Then the 2 days start ticking. So you get it 2 days later, which happens to be a Sunday. So they don't deliver on Sundays unless it's around the holidays. So you're looking at Monday. See, that's how they get you, So if you live in a rural area far from a large city, you won't get 2-day shipping or on some items. You're absolutely correct. And I mean, the closest city, Louisville, is 50 miles. That's the closest one to me, And I think that item I got in 2 days was actually coming from the supplier himself, not through Amazon, if you know what I mean. Because Amazon has these big warehouses all over the country. I don't know where the closest one is to me, But what I find funny though is I'll do the tracking thing and find it. Like I had one item that was. I'm trying to think that there's one of their centers. I'm trying to think where it's only a state or 2 away, but it came from there, stopped in Indiana somewhere. Can't remember the town now. Then it went down to Tennessee. Then it came back up to me. That's asinine. It really is. But what in the hell do I know about logistics?
We got the same thing that happens here. If I mail something like, to my neighbor, we'll say it's gonna leave my area, head up by Syracuse, and then you turn back down to my area. So it's gonna take at least 2-3 days, depending on weather, which is crazy, in my opinion. I think seems. I don't know. I guess they claim, because I've talked to the post lady a few times about this stuff. Actually, last time I was at the post office, we were on this topic again. They, claim it makes it cheaper by consolidating, but at the same time, they're also claiming they need more funds, and they just keep raising the price of stamps and everything else. So it's like, well, what the hell? It seems like they're getting more money and we're getting worse service, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then you want to talk about save the planet and all that shit. Why are they driving a letter, over an hour away to turn around and drive it over an hour back away? Yeah, I mean, you're looking at like 3 hours of extra travel there on one parcel of mail.
Yeah. See, now I'm reading the chat.
Can't be good for the economy, I wouldn't think. Or for the trees, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. Jason Stewart says he orders something today. You'll get it in the morning, but then an Amazon warehouse is 20 minutes from where he lives. If you live that close, then you will get your shipments on time. But I didn't Amazon try to experiment and like that with drones?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
I
Like,
think
he
if the
sounds like a
package weighed
candidate for
under
that.
5 pounds or something, they would deliver it by drone if you live that close. So.
Yeah, I don't know if that was something they were doing on a big scale. I don't think it was. I think it was like a test thing or something they were doing.
I've never heard any more about it, so maybe the test didn't go. Maybe the test didn't go well.
Maybe not. I doubt it because batteries. I mean, drone technology is probably advanced from where I was more familiar, but at least years ago, to get distance, you had to add extra batteries, pretty much, and then you come up with the same problem. The more batteries you add, the more weight you have, so you need more power to get at the extra distance. So it was kind of like a losing thing at the time. So I'm sure technology's progressed a little bit now, but it's 20 minutes should be doable, I would think. Round trip, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, I did call the landlord. I did call the landlord. I told you the post that holds up the corner of the carport got knocked out, right? I called the landlord Monday, and they said they're sending somebody around this week. I said, don't leave it too long, because the wrought iron thing that was in there, I actually put it back up there, and it was loose. But the other day, I think it was it Monday? I put it up there over the weekend, and it was loose-ish.
So who hit it with the car or van?
Well, that's a difference, But
okay,
where I'm going with this,
okay.
But where I'm going with this is when I looked at it Monday, right, where I said it was in there and it was loosage. Now you can't even move it. It's hard. I mean, it is stuck in there.
Weight settled on it.
So the weight from that corner must be dipping and settled on it. And I told him, I said, I told you 3 years ago I ran into it. I said, and nobody came. I said, now it's finally gone. I said, I think it's dropping. I said, if you leave it too long, it's going to put structural damage to the whole roof. I don't know if it will or not, but it's got
over time. And is the frame wood, metal? I mean, anything warps over time too. So the wind blowing, all that type of stuff.
I think it's wood.
Natural flexance. Yeah, so moisture. So it's better if it's supported. Yeah. Definitely. And you said this is a corner?
Yeah, it's the furthest corner. So.
Yeah, I just had to do a replacement pole. Actually, I got a video already made about it. I never even put it up, but I don't know. It's just a small thing, but it was the way I got the call and everything was pretty funny. But similar situation. Yeah. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's because I said it's in the far corner, so you've got the beam that's coming, across the carport. Then you got the beam that's going from that corner back to the other, the top of the shed that's holding the other, so it's got it needs support.
Yeah.
You know, so I said I called them and told them I've done my part. If they drag their ass and it starts to go down, they can't hold me responsible because I told, and I wrote it down too when I called them and who I spoke to, you know, because when I said I called you 2 or 3 years ago, I've got it written down somewhere, but I can't find it. And they acted like, oh, did you? So I don't think they even got a record that I called them 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Or they're
Now,
just plain
you park
ignorant.
under this thing or next to it?
I park under it.
Okay.
Well, she's parking under it right now, but yeah, I used to park under it all the time. So.
Okay. Yeah, just be careful any major storms or anything. You might want to move your vehicle out. Heavy winds, things like that, depending on the situation. I know you put it back there and it's holding weight, but I assume it's not pinned top or bottom, so
No,
that's
no,
really not doing
and I
anything
think if
much.
the weight keeps sagging on it, I reckon that wrought iron will start bending.
Yeah, and that's brittle stuff, iron,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it just snaps.
yeah.
Well, it can bend, but it
But the
yeah.
way it was in there before, it was. I mean, it was an actual. It was made to hold that corner up
Mm-hmm.
because it was pinned at the top and in the concrete in the bottom too. So.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Yeah, I'd move the vehicles under any heavy storms just because now you publicly stated it. So if something
Yeah.
does happen in the future and you try to go after them, but you had prior knowledge and publicly stated it, there's a good chance you're not going to be covered in that situation.
Yeah,
So,
but I was.
well, it'll be a fight. I'll put it that. It won't be as smooth. So,
Yeah, I just hope. What I fear is because I haven't. I mean, I've spoken to my landlord. Not him personally, but the office maybe 3 times in the 5 years I've lived here. This is going into my 6th year. I've talked to him maybe 3 times. The rent's never gone up, as I told you, and I'm afraid that the rent's gonna go up. And that kind of stuff. I got a feeling they might even try to say that's my fault and try to, charge me for the repair. Because they did send a letter around a couple of months ago because people were blocking the toilets. And they said, if we got to come and clear out your toilet and sewer line, you'll be charged $500 for us doing that.
they're flushing tampons and stuff.
Yeah, I guess people were. I mean, we're not. But what
Yep.
I'm saying is they sent it to all. I mean, he owns a hell of a lot of property.
Yeah, send it out as a general notice to everybody.
Yes. Yeah. So
they say flushable. I mean, they'll tell you they're flushable, this or that, but I'll personally tell you. So will the guy, Rick's landlord, that they're not flushable. They just collect, and you'll literally pull out 5-gallon buckets of tampon, and that's not a pretty or fun job.
I can believe it.
So expect your bill not to be pretty or fun either. Usually. So.
Yeah. So anyway, so I got a feeling that they might charge me for the repair because basically they're going to have to get something underneath there and jack it up, then put a new pole underneath there and get it all, situated before it holds it up. I can't see how else they're going to do it without jacking it up. So.
Yeah, sometimes you can get lucky and kind of pry and lift.
Yeah,
And,
but
like if it's holding itself and not too much weight's on it, but it all depends how much it sagged, which they'll have to check. Off the structure.
I mean, if you take a quick glance at it, it doesn't look like it's sagged, but if you look at it long enough, you can see the very corner is it's not straight across anymore. It's got a slight slant. I mean, very slight, but it's there.
Mm.
So that
Well, if
corner is
you
sagging.
visibly see it, then it's probably more than a quarter inch because they say the human eye will pick that up easily. So
Yeah.
that's probably not, yeah,
Oh, I would say
not
it's.
ideal.
I would say no. What I'm saying, I would say it sagged at least 2 inches minimum. You know, because what I'm saying is the two of the poles that I lent up there, they're touching the roof, but the bottom of them is not even on the concrete. It's in the dirt on the side of the carport, the concrete pad. And I mean, and that's about 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches lower than the concrete, right? And
Hmm.
those ones are even stiff to move.
Now,
So
does the other end of this attach to the house or
yeah,
something?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
It,
mean,
it comes out
uh,
from the house over,
okay,
you
but
know,
there is
and on the
concrete where
back,
the,
on the back part, there's a shed that I
uh,
have, an outdoor shed that the roof of the carport sits on that at the back of it. Then it, and it comes out from both ends of the house. It's long. Carport's as long as the house, the length of the house.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just trying to wonder what, yeah, what, trying to visualize it, the setting, because I mean, if it's anything, at least here, I can't speak for your code area, but anything that's attached to your house can't just rest on the ground because the ground changes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying is that's where I just stuck it up on the roof and stuck it again
Hmm.
in the
Temporary. Okay. Okay.
temporary. But now
Alright.
I said it sagged enough
Yeah. So
where
the
it's
wrought
sinking into
iron
the
wasn't
ground.
going down the dirt then
Yeah, yeah,
initially.
yeah.
It was
So
going to concrete initially.
yes.
All right. So okay. All right.
So I mean, so it must have sagged at least 2 inches if I can't move it now and it's sitting
Yeah.
in the dirt.
Yeah. Definitely. Go jack that up
Yeah. So
and check all the other joints, make sure nothing pops, see what type of hardware they
if they
use.
send me a bill for it, I'm gonna have to tell them I'll have to make payments. You know what I'm saying? I'll add a
Well, they
little bit
shouldn't
extra.
send you the bill unless you hit it and told them, yeah, unless you hit it basically. So
Well,
if you guys hit it, then technically, that
well,
would
2 or
probably be
3
on
years
you.
ago when I called them up, I told them I ran into it. And
That puts it on you. Yeah.
this time I actually said I said it was loose when 2 3 years ago and you guys never came. What I told them was I said I'm a big guy. I said, you know, and I said I actually fell against it and it came out, from the bottom. That's what I told him. So
You're so funny, man.
hey, and
You
I'm a
said
big guy.
way too
Hey,
much
that's a lot of weight
online,
hitting that.
man.
It's a
You're
lot of weight
funny.
hitting that thing. You know. So if they
Uh,
bill me for it, they bill me for it. It's
right.
problem
Well,
is it needs doing, otherwise it's going to get worse. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'd
Uh,
rather pay a few $100s for them for doing it than having to pay thousands for a new roof. That he
yeah.
might try to charge me for. That's all I'm thinking about, really. So there we go.
Yeah, I mean, you did notify them years ago, and
Yeah, yeah, I
I
did.
don't know if you actually have a record. So anything prolonged from that's kind of their neglect from
Yeah,
not
yeah,
getting into it sooner. So, but yeah, that's some
yeah,
stuff. Well, that's a common thing. Carports and any kind of pole like that is pretty common to get hit. So don't feel
yeah.
bad, I guess.
No, I don't. Our Tack and daughters is in the house. Good to see you. So, yeah, we're. I'm trying to think. I lost my train of thought now. Where I was going with this. Oh well. Anyway, so that's where we're at. So I'm. Oh, my mind's totally gone. I can hear movement. So she must have come home. She was out with the dog and went shopping. So and it's almost quitting time here anyway. So, what else have we got to say? I can't remember. Can't be that important, I guess. That's what I was always told. If you can't remember, it's not that important. You know. I said I still haven't gone through my 357s here. It's just being lazy. Basically, I need to come in here and do it. I keep telling myself I'm going to do that. I'm going to get up and go do that, and then I'll start something else, or start talking, or start reading, or or get a text message or something. Then it completely goes out of my. I'll remember it maybe 2 or 3 hours later and going, damn, I was going to do that, but I ain't going to do it now. It's too late. That's what's been happening to me. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Get any of those sticky notepads?
Yes, I do actually somewhere. I have them somewhere. I just got to find them. But yeah, like the Post-it.
Those are good to leave just laying around. One in your room, one in the office, just in case something comes up, you could jot it down. And then usually once you write it, you'll remember it anyway. But if you don't write it, you end up in these situations sometimes.
Yeah, well, see, what I'm gonna do is, I said I'm gonna measure them to make sure they're the right overall length, and I'm gonna weigh them. Because if one weighs less, what it should weigh, I'm gonna open one up, make sure it's got powder in it and shit. Then I'm gonna weigh it. Then the rest of these should weigh the same. If it weighs less, then I must have missed it and didn't put enough powder in it or something. That's what I figure on doing. And if the overall length is way out, I will pop all the bullets out and redo them. But if I do it by overall length and weight, I should be okay. Because I'm still amazed how that bullet to do that, to get stuck, it must have. How in the hell did the bullet itself, or the overall casing, go in like that? Because it's a revolver, It's not. Anyway, something caused it to do that, and I've got a feeling it was the length. I got a feeling that bullet was longer than the rest of them, and maybe that's what happened. It's when it clicked over, it moved forward a little bit, and that's what jammed it, I think. Anyway, I don't know. Luckily, I managed to sort it all out and fix it, and you can't even tell there was. I told you I cleaned the gun, looked at it, and examined it, and it works fine. I even put six of these in the cylinder and span it, and clicked it one at a time, and it rotated, no problem. So yeah, I think it was just a one-off, but I want to check them all just to be on the safe side.
I ran a bunch of older 22 the other day.
Yeah.
And, it's all bulk pack Federal. It's got to be 11, 12 years old. Every ran fine.
Yeah, most ammo, if you keep it dry, out of the dampness, it lasts for years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hang on. Have you decided if you were going to continue the packets? Oh, you mean the quiz and packets of? Yeah, I haven't decided yet, but do you think I should start the quiz again? Do it. I've got material to make it still. To make some, and I'm sure I can get some more from the guys out there who just went to SHOT Show this year. So there must be loads more stuff out there that they don't, that they don't want, and I can give away for prizes.
I'd suggest that if you do that, maybe just once a month or something.
Yeah,
Because
it won't be.
you
Yeah,
do it every week, and that's time, that's money. I know it's not a lot of money for state, but it's time, money, energy.
yeah. Oh yeah,
just to give away stuff that you're really not asking much for, in a sense. So
yeah. You're right. You're right. And I said I closed
anybody
down.
can Google it, this and that. It
Yeah,
ended up being the same guy for like a year. I mean,
yeah. And
and
I didn't
people.
and I used to use the Patreon to pay for mailing those things, packages, but I don't have that. I haven't, I never reopened it. So, so there's no, I still debating whether I'm going to reopen that or not. I don't know. So we'll see.
I mean, it's a nice thing, but I don't know. I think the every week was probably much, or I would think it's a bit much.
Yeah, maybe one.
Especially when people don't contact you, so then you get backed up a couple weeks or this or that, and you're searching for other packages, saying I'll get it out, and then 3 shows later you're like, oh, sorry, I'll get that.
Yes, and that has happened to me a few times.
Yeah, so maybe once a month, and you got a month, and if you're not in that order, then too damn bad. Sorry,
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Actually, I think I might start doing that. Do it once a month, and that way I, get the question, and you'll have a month to answer it to get it in. So, but it more likely be the same usual suspects anyway, which I don't mind. But it give more people a chance to enter. Why do you keep popping in and out?
On my screen, it's you disappearing. So.
On my screen, it's you.
No
right.
idea.
Well, anyway, it's 7:57 according to my thing here. So I'm about ready to wind this up. So having hamburgers tonight. Again, I can eat hamburgers 7 days a week. I could eat them 3 meals a day too. I love hamburgers. I don't know why, I just do.
Sounding more American. Well, if you said cheeseburgers, you'd be sounding more American. I had cheeseburgers tonight myself. Cheeseburgers and salad.
Oh, I don't mind. I'll eat a cheeseburger every now and then, but not every time. And sometimes if I cook 2 hamburgers, I'll cook one with cheese, one without. I'm not obsessed with cheese like Americans
Burger's
are.
not a burger without cheese to me. I mean, if for some reason there wasn't any cheese available for some reason, but I put cheese on top, put cheese on the bottom, even put cheese in my salad.
I'm not getting into food chat tonight. I'm not doing it. It's almost quitting time. I'm not doing it. But I'm gonna leave it at this.
What do you call your grilled cheese?
A grilled cheese is a grilled cheese. A grilled cheese you do in a frying pan.
Use rabbit, toasted rabbit.
Welsh rabbit. That's cheese on toast.
Oh.
Right. You toast the bread. Put butter on it. Put the cheddar cheese on the top of the toast. Stick it under the broiler. It don't take long till the cheese starts melting and bubbling. Then pull it out. Salt and pepper. Cheese on toast. A grilled cheese is I use mayonnaise because it's crispier on both sides of the bread in the frying pan. Boom, flip it over, boom. Normally with grilled cheese in the frying pan with the mayonnaise, you use American cheese because it's thinner and it's easier and it works. That's the only thing American cheese is good for. Because I'm not. See, you got me into food.
I don't even use
American cheese is too. American cheese is 2 molecules short of plastic.
Yeah, it's knockoff fake cheese or whatever.
Yeah, and also I'm going to leave it at this. Then I'm going to say good night to everybody. Get you all going. You can think about this and hammer them with me next week. right, is Americans. This part of me is not, this must be my British side. Americans are goddamn obsessed with goddamn cheese on breakfast items. That is goddamn asinine. If you're going to have a sausage biscuit, you don't have goddamn cheese on it. For
Oh,
Christ's
yeah,
sake.
you do.
You know? Anyway, that's only. Anyway, you got any final words there, New York Outcast?
Yeah, just, every burger should come with cheese. If you don't want cheese, you should request it. That's just how America should be. Other than that, thanks for joining us. Hit the like button or whatever, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. What's Defense Dad say? Cheese on toast. What the fuck? Grilled cheese or no, man? Cheese on toast. Welsh rabbit is what we used to call it in England. So there you go. It's not. Hey, don't knock it until you try it. There, Defense Dad.
So what's duck wrap?
Toast it, butter it, put slices or chunks of. You don't want too big, thick a chunk of cheddar cheese, otherwise you'll burn the toast. But enough thicken, a little bit thicker than you would, like a couple of slices of American. You cut the cheddar that thick, lay it on the toast, stick it under the broiler, let it melt, pull that out, salt and pepper. Either pick it up and eat it that way or use a knife and fork if you want to be dainty about it, So, there you go. Anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody for stopping by tonight. I really do appreciate it. And it's been fun as usual. I'll be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. And I think that's it. You said your goodbyes already or your shout outs, New York. So with that,
thanks, Sabrina, and eat a salad.
Yes. So with that, good night, everybody, and see you next week. Bye-bye, Sabrina.
Eat a salad.